The great word of Nehemiah. Persia, a powerful nation, was the word, and King Artaxerxes ruled Persia. That made him the world's mightiest ruler. One of the king's important helpers was a Jewish man named Nehemiah. His job was to taste the king's food, to protect the king from possible poisoning. One day, Nehemiah came before the king with a very sad face. The king wanted to know what was wrong. "O king, may you live forever," Nehemiah said. "I am sad because the city where my fathers are buried is in ruins, and the gates have been burned." Nehemiah was talking about Jerusalem, which had been destroyed by war many years before. King Artaxerxes asked, "What is it you'd like?" "Let me go to Jerusalem so I can rebuild it," Nehemiah pleaded. King Artaxerxes kindly agreed. He also gave Nehemiah official letters to protect him as he traveled. The king helped even more. He gave Nehemiah a letter for Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest. Asaph was ordered to provide as much timber as Nehemiah asked for to build the city walls. When Nehemiah arrived in Jerusalem, he gathered the city officials and said, "We are in trouble here. The city is in ruins. The gates are burned. Let's start rebuilding." He told them that King Artaxerxes approved, and most important of all, God was on their side. Nehemiah's faith and enthusiasm must have inspired people. They agreed, saying, "Let's rebuild." Nehemiah told each family which piece of the wood they should fix. But not everybody agreed to rebuild the wall. A man named Sanballat and his two friends, Tobiah and Geshem, were not Jewish, and they didn't want the wall rebuilt or the gate fixed. As the work went on, Sanballat became very angry. He and his friends mocked the Jews. Tobiah said, "When they are finished building that pony wall, one little fox will make it crumble." Nehemiah didn't answer. Instead, he prayed that God would deal with them. When their mocking insult didn't have any effect, They plotted together to fight against Jerusalem and cause as much trouble as they could. Again, Nehemiah prayed for God's help. He also praised God day and night, so they wouldn't be taken by surprise. The Jews worked so hard, they were getting weary. Some became afraid that the enemy would come and kill them while they were working. Still, Nehemiah wouldn't stop the project. He put the cords around the workers and reminded them that God was on their side, and God is more powerful than any enemy. Nehemiah tried to be a good example. King Artaxerxes had made him governor of Jerusalem, with the right to demand food and money from the people. But he didn't do it. He just worked hard alongside the people as they rebuilt the wall. He used his own money to buy food. Finally, the people finished the wall, and only the doors had to be put into the main gates. When Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem heard that there wasn't a gap in the walls anymore, they planned to harm Nehemiah. They sent messages for Nehemiah to meet them at a place called Ono. But Nehemiah knew they were trying to trick him out of the city, so they could harm him. He wrote back telling them that he would not leave the work to go visit with them. The wall was finally finished, and Nehemiah set guards to protect it. He also made a rule that the gate should not be opened until well after the sun came up. Through the night, they were to be shut and barred. Now that the city was safe, many Jewish exiles from different parts of the world returned to Jerusalem. Nehemiah must have been very happy that he had finished the job God gave him to do, in spite of all the obstacles. He stayed on in Jerusalem and helped the people to always obey God. The great word of Nehemiah is joy from God's word. The Bible is found in Nehemiah. The entrance of your words gives light. Psalm 119, verse 130. The end.